quite a while.
Now, at least 15 years.
That's right, that's right.
This is my wife, Toya.
Nice to meet you. Nice about that. Oh, there's one right up there.
So what you been up to?
Oh, still struggling with the place. You know, I get a lot coming to the building.
Uh-huh.
I've been around this so long. I get, yeah, I'm still hanging in there. Are you in it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Thank you very much.
So far, people have been getting on my nerves tonight already, and I just got here. You just know? Okay. I still need one, right? How many do you do per two? About two. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. You making that punch? I gotta make punch. I gotta make sure there's no railway in there. To the line? Is that how you do it? Yeah, I'm like, and then another one. Okay. Oh, I'm talking straight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got the water. I'm pouring.
I'm going to get one more.
I'm going to get another. I'm going to everybody else. Oh, okay. You just want to do the first.
No, she do.
I want to take you destructive. You want you to go out and do the good attitude.
You have to send her home now.
Now y'all forgetting the ice.
What's the ice? In that case.
Are you shooting the Christmas show?
No.
We would like to welcome you to the BCC Coffee House 29. The title this evening is Dreams, Past, Present, and Future. Is it fantasy or is it reality? We thank you for coming and I hope you enjoy the show. The first piece that I'll read this evening is by Paul Laurence Dunbar. It's entitled, We Wear the Mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. With torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and our sighs? Nay, let them see us only while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh great Christ cries, to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the miles. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask.
Jasmine is the color of my fantasy. Deep, rich oils from the African soil. Bubbling brown sugar, big leg mama, African queen. For jasmine is the color of my fantasy.
Independently wealthy woman, lover of life, live in high-rise apartment, New York City, my hometown. 10 volumes of poetry already published, working on my first novel. Come home to dinner, prepared by my cook. Spend evenings with family and friends. I am a writer.
And the reality? A woman, only rich in the things that count, lover of life. Lives in an older, run-down house in Lafayette, her hometown. Spends 40 hours a week in Purdue Hissey Library. Comes home to children, husband, and 3 cats, who all wait for her to fix dinner. Devoting all of her interests in poetry, spends evenings with family and friends. She is a writer. She is Carol Black. Mother, sister, daughter, friend. Deborah, 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 she is.
I travel from coast to coast, continent to continent, speaking the languages of love. Je parle français, parlo italiano, hablo español. And when I get off of my private jet, my black four-door limousine and chauffeur are awaiting me for another evening of wine, women, and song.
I took a walk with my brain, and after that walk, he decided to omit of my life 20 years. So I am now young, 20 years old, ready to graduate, and I am waiting for my fiancée to come on an African-made limousine to discuss wedding arrangements, to discuss where we are going to spend our honeymoon in Cape Town, an African Cape Town.
In reality, he is old, old, old. An African from Sudan. A member of Haraka Writers, he writes in 2 languages. Hoping his country will have peace, his people will determine who rules them. Hoping this current famine will not kill many. Hoping his children will have a better future in a peaceful world. He is Noor. He eases into his 76 Chevy, half asleep, ready to tackle the 8 o'clock traffic. In his office, his desk is besieged with another day's load of work. He peers over his pile of papers toward his trusted companion, the computer. He goes over, gives the computer a gentle flick, and says, "Here we go again." And he is Al Legrand.
I am an infant in my mother's womb. I am safe without worry. I am the burning, swirling center of the universe. I am all-powerful, all-encompassing. I am an ant crawling in the center of the sidewalk. I am minute, exposed. I am a savior descended. I am revered, overloved, overjoyed. I am.
I am a puzzle. The aspects of my life make up the various pieces. Black and white at 2 extremes, innocent thoughts, beliefs and dreams, red representing the creative flair, brown indicating both eyes and hair, green the color in charge of moods, a collage of colors representing my attitudes. I am a puzzle. She is living a life forever in transition. She is questioning unsolvable riddles. She is masterful at mysteries unknown. She is Yvette Perry.
She's an accomplished dreamer, always in the pursuit of another dream. She is dedicated to a life far beyond the realms of this world. She is the student coordinator of Haraka. She is Amy Elaine. She is Amy Elaine Cole.
Welcome to the Fall 1990 Haraka Show. We hope you enjoy your fantasy or reality.
Reflections. Poems are like mirrors, reflections of oneself. Images we hope no one else sees. Words too abstract and too distant to be understood. Poems are the mirrors of the soul. Oftentimes images never seen. Oftentimes stories never told.
First of the month, subtitled The Food Stamp Line. You assume we're not the same, that I'm a different breed. I'm the type of person who comes here for your charity. You are on the safe side of the glass. But the glass is transparent after all. Take it away and we might touch. We are so close. The first time that I walked in here, I wore a dress. My mistake. You looked at me and thought I didn't really need the help. Now I wear sweatshirt and pants to look the part, just for you. You look at me with cold indifference. Check my card, I sign my name. You count them out in front of me. I want to scream, look in my face. Don't you see how your indifference helps to keep us all out here? You expect no improvement. You assume we have no pride. You believe I've always been here, and that here I will remain, and my children in their school are treated just the same. Well, guess what? It's not true. For I have pride and inner strength, and though I don't know where they'll lead, they lead away from you. Someday I won't come in again to stand here in your line, be ridiculed by paperwork, then be accused of lying. I'll break away and not be back. We'll make it out somehow. But you won't even know I'm gone, for you don't see me now.
This is a piece written by Aline Manning, a member of Haraka who is not able to be here this evening. It's entitled, Look, Mama, No Hands. Look at me, Mama. I'm a big girl now. I can do anything I want to do. I can be anything I want to be. You've instilled in me all of your hopes and all of your dreams. They're beautiful hopes and dreams. But look at me, Mama. If you look close enough, you just might notice that I have hopes and dreams of my own. They count for something, too. Thank you, Mama, for catching me whenever I fell. But thank you especially for the times you turned your head just as I stumbled. Ouch. Look, Mama, you missed me that time. That boo-boo hurt, but it helped me to grow. You knew that you had to let me experience life for myself, didn't you? Remember the time that Mr. Fine broke my heart in two? You saw him coming, didn't you? You wanted to throw yourself in his line of fire to bear my wounds, but you knew better. You always did, and now I do. Look, Mama, I'm nibbling on my pie in the sky. Don't worry, I'll take little bites. It's those big ones that'll get me in trouble and give me the tummy ache. It has happened before. Look, Mama, it's my turn at bat. Don't worry, I won't swing too hard right now. I'm saving that for later when I need it. Look, Mama, Daddy took the training wheels off my bike. I have fallen a few times, but I'm okay. I just get right back up and keep on riding until I get it right. Look, Mama, they're coming to take me away from you. They say that I have what it takes to get the job done. They say I'm good, Mama. They say I should take the biggest bite I can. They say I should swing as hard as I can. They say I should ride until I can't ride anymore. They're going to give me a very big allowance for doing exactly what I like to do, and they don't care how I spend it. They say, Mama's not here to take care of you now. And Mama, I say, well, it's about time. Don't get me wrong, Mama. I'm not biting the hands that fed me. I'm just giving them a rest. Look, Mama, no hands. Home. When I was 18, I was sick of home. Left Naptown fading away from me in the rearview mirror. Caution, items in mirror may be closer than they appear. When I was 20, I was homesick. Missed in Bosstown what I used to have in Naptown. Family, cheap rents, Don's Guns commercials, White Castles, without ever knowing I'd left anything behind. When I was 24, I had a new home. That once alien and separate, subways, walking fast, Harvard, Democrats in the State House, was now threaded into the fabric of my life. When I was 26, once again I was sick of home, and headed back to the old home, leaving the new home fading away in the rearview mirror. Caution, items in mirror may be closer than they appear.
Deductive reasoning. Reasoning tells you at the age of 6 that you can only have one friend. It becomes a commandment. The 11th. I should know. In primary school, I established my first rule of reasoning. I was to have one best friend. This became very essential because there were only 2 black girls in the entire class. With barrettes that crowned their faces, we had the best belief. If she's my friend, then I'm her best friend, and if she's my best friend, this twosome would never contemplate admitting a third. 13 years later, I credit my first best friend with teaching me the value of a true friend. However, now the ultimatum is not whether you have one friend or no friend. It's that the quality of friends is quite scarce. The values that you hold at 6 are very hard to find at 19 and 20. Someone to share your lunch with when you forgot yours, or when you've overextended your college budget, or someone to do your hair when you just don't feel like doing it, or when in your infinite wisdom you decide to change barrettes on the bus, or to share secrets with, the ones that you swore that you would never tell, or someone to wipe away the tears that you thought would never disappear. At the age of 6, learning to be a friend is an everyday reality. And at the age of 19, having a true friend makes you realize the person that you truly became back at the age of 6.
Luann was my friend. I called her Skinny Bones. Yellow wisps of hair falling to frame her pale, thin face. On the hottest summer days, she wore sweaters. Death was big in the news that year, 1963. We all got to go home from school, all the teachers crying. We took black and white pictures with our brownie cameras of the flag at half-mast. Our parents sat us down in front of the television, wouldn't allow us to turn it off, saying, "Remember this, to tell your children." Death was on everyone's minds, but Luann would call, chase me, you can't catch me." And I could run like a deer, but I would go slow for her. She would run, excited, her little stick legs moving quickly away. We both knew it was a game, and she would tire so soon, so soon. Then, afraid, she made me promise not to tell. At recess, she'd be on the swing. "Higher, higher, watch me fly. I'm as free as a little bird," and I wished that God would give her wings. One morning, she was not in school. Teacher, tears in eyes again, spoke of death once more. Our whole class went to the funeral. I didn't want to look at her. Then somebody said, "She looks dead," and we all laughed. And I wondered, would the president play tag with her in heaven? My friend, Luann.
The following is an excerpt from a short story of mine in progress called Better Days. I'd like to set the scene by just saying that Dorothea Allen, the subject of this story, has been away from home for many, many years. Now, Dorothea and her father, Wade, are reunited after a 10-year estrangement, and as they look through old photo albums at Wade Allen's house, they begin to confront the shadows of their past relationship, shadows bearing gifts and shadows bearing pain. Better Days. "No, you had to be too young to remember Morgan Jefferson," said Wade. "Yes, I remember. I remember him coming to the house with big cases of Amway products and things he was going to sell to make $1 million. He used to tell me he was going to buy me one of those baby get-along dolls when he made his next sale." "Of course, you never did see no baby get-along, did you?" said Wade. "Of course not." The two laughed, finding it easier and easier to do so, and turned the scrapbook page, leaving Morgan Jefferson behind. "What about this one?" Wade said. "My favorite picture of you." Dorothea looked right into her own eyes. The 4-year-old girl looked back, eyes frozen in recognition of the her she would not be for another 23 years. Dorothea's head ached for a moment, beginning to wear under the burden of holding back memories from the forefront of her mind. Yeah, she said. This picture is one of my favorites, too. I have a copy of it at home. The other three pictures on that page were taken that same day. Little Dorothea Allen in her new plaid coat in three different poses. But only in that one picture was she looking directly into the camera, past the camera even, through the convex glass lens, through the eye of her father taking the picture, through the shiny and fading photographic paper holding her static prisoner, through the very years. Yes, indeed, said Wade softly before turning the page. My favorite picture of my baby girl. The next few pages were of Christmases, Thanksgivings, and Easters at her grandmother's house. Faces of aunts, uncles, first and second cousins, and other miscellaneous relatives covered these pages. But the years were all jumbled together in no chronological order. Why don't you have these in order? Well... Wade paused, gauging his response, lest it set off a negative reaction in Dorothea. At one point, I took out all the family pictures that had your mother and burned the whole bunch of them. Then I just condensed the remaining pictures into this book. He stopped, senses alert to Dorothea's reaction. Dorothea walked his words through her mind and, finding no pain to greet them again, looked up. Always kept the negatives up, continued Wade, feeling less inhibited. As part of my... The last picture in the book was one of the rare few showing her father. Dorothea ran her finger over the photograph, trying to smooth out a wrinkle in the plastic. Do you still have the negative to this one?
Something I normally don't do. But I noticed that a lot of people are back in the back, and see, we want you to be a little close to the fire before we get started. So I'm going to ask that those who are sitting in the back, come and join us, and just come on up a little closer so that we can see you, so we can get that eye contact, and we can just fellowship together. So I'm going to give you about, a couple minutes to move on up. Sing for you this evening, and we hope that you enjoy and hope that you can enjoy with us the selections that we're about to sing. Our first selection we'd like to do for you is a song that's considered the Black National Anthem. The song is entitled Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Every voice and sing till earth and heaven
how I feel most comfortable. We're going to go with you at this time and just have, I'm just going to call it a gospel extravaganza with the selection that we'll be doing. Gospel music in the black churches is a dialogue. We have the choir that's acting as the initiator of the musical conversation. The audience is the responders of the musical conversation. When we sing, we ask that if you hear something and you feel like clapping your hands, clap your hands. If you hear something you feel like stomping your feet, stomp your feet. If you want to shout, you have the floor to shout with. And we're just going to go and enjoy ourselves, enjoy the Lord as we sing. We just ask that you do that too. Our first selection, we'd like to sing the song entitled Magnify. being with us. I told the choir, I didn't drive this many miles just to sing some songs and go home. So I came to have church tonight. Okay, this time we're going to do a selection that's an arrangement, special arrangement of an old hymn that's just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved. If you know the familiar arrangement, we're going to do something totally different with it. invitation forward. And we're going to sing for you this time. Jesus never fails. but I know that Jesus never failed. We're going to take this time. I always believe that sometimes the best audience is the one that actively participates in what we're doing. So I have a selection that we're going to actively participate with. The song is entitled Keep the Faith. And let me see something. Although because of the lighting situation, I can't see all the faces I want to see. All of those who sing soprano, let me see your hands. The sopranos in the house. All right. Okay, altos. Tenors. Okay. Baritone. Bass.